What is going on, everybody? I am Needo, and if you do not know me, I am a player manager for Imagine Sniping. I also run my own personal channel, as you can probably guess, and on there I upload kind of commentaries, live commentaries, mini-tages, montages, all that kind of usual stuff. But I have the honour of presenting you the Imagine Sniping interviews, which is an interview series where we're going to be running through all our players, having a little interview, having a little chat. We've got some questions here to ask them, and yeah, we're just kind of get to know everyone. And our first guest is Blight, and Blight, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up guys, Blight here.
Nice and simple, keeping it old school. Alright, so no fooling around, let's jump straight in to the questions. So number one, what is your role in Imagine Sniping?
My role in Imagine Sniping, I basically founded it alongside Sam, the owner of Imagine Customs. You could say, I'm the leader. I don't really like that title too much though. I run things alongside with Will, who is one of my friends who came from Myth, with me, basically, to start the team.
Nice.
He is a little bit more like the micromanaging type. I'm more of like the large scale, making sure things go right.
Yeah. Nice.
Needo, you're doing it in here with me, and Needo, along with Bind, they kind of take care of like the players, blah blah blah. But yeah.
Yeah, we just look after them, make sure everything's running smooth with the Dropbox, etc. So just keeping it all simple, try and take a little bit of the weight off, the proper managers and like the leaders side of things, keeping it more simple for them. Alright, sweet. So jumping into the second question, when did you originate, i.e. like what COD and what was like your first kind of clan really?
Well, my very first Call of Duty was Black Ops 1. I had never played Call of Duty before that. I was actually more of an RPG nerd. But my competitive side kind of led me into COD eventually. I am a pretty competitive person, but my first Call of Duty that I actually started sniping in was Black Ops 2, probably about a month after it came out. For the
That's crazy.
I actually went for the Obey Recruitment Challenge, and obviously didn't make it, but I ended up in Myth after the Obey Recruitment Challenge, which was
that's exactly the same as me. Yeah. Myth wasn't my first team. For all of you who didn't know, I've actually been doing this YouTube thing for a crazy long time. This is coming up to my 4th year now, which is a long fucking time, really. So I've always been into that kind of sniping sort of route.
You've been doing
from very early on,
haven't you?
Yeah, I've been sniping since COD 4, which is kind of hard to believe.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
I've been here a long time, just in the background chilling. Haven't been crazy pushing out videos or anything, just doing it as like a little hobby. Well, not really a little hobby, it's what I fucking do, but doing it as a hobby. Just shredding, trying to get me some clips. I've always found it entertaining from the start. It's always something that I've wanted to do, and I've stuck with it. So, but yeah, I still think that's crazy that you only started sniping in freaking Black Ops 2.
Yeah, it was like December.
It's crazy. Yeah,
come a long way. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
You should be proud of yourself. That's crazy. Alright, so the next question is, what is your most favourite COD? What's your favourite COD ever?
I think everyone's favourite Call of Duty is the first one they've played, so Black Ops 1 for sure.
Yeah, Black Ops 1. Yeah, it's tough for me, man, because I've played like all of them, like throughout all the sniping and shit like that, and I think Black Ops 2 is my favourite COD. Obviously, pre-patch Black Ops 2.
Yeah, definitely.
But definitely Black Ops 2 is my favourite COD. I just don't know why. There's just something about it which it just seems it used to be really, really good.
Yeah, it's great. I love the game.
Yeah, the game's really good.
For sure, but I think, just everyone's favorite COD is generally the first one they played, and I'm kind of holding true to that theme. But
I definitely agree with what you're saying. Okay, so the next question is, what is your favourite clip that you've ever hit?
My favorite clip that I've ever hit, it's kind of almost tied, but I would say my favorite clip was during the Phase RC. It was for the top 20 video. It was on Overflow.
Yeah.
It was a 5-on-screen all singles with the ballista that turned into a 6-man, and the 6th kill was just this random schmang banger through a flashbang, like off into the distance, and I actually get the 6th guy. But 5-on-screen all singles with the ballista is pretty damn hard to do. I've done it a few times.
Yeah, that's
now.
crazy. That's super quick. I've never done that.
My other favorite
Never
would
done
be on standoff. When I run into a room, I shoot with the DSR and randomly get a triple. And
Nice.
I didn't know anybody else was in the room, but I switched the ballista and 360 and just kind of like go into the motion of shooting, and there's somebody there, like, okay, and I get the single for the swap.
If you haven't seen that clip, guys, it is a crazy clip. It's all on the hard point as well, which just makes it that much better. So that's just how you hit that clip. When I saw that, I was literally like, you motherfucker. Like,
I think that might be actually the clip that got me into the top 100 for the FaZe RC, because it was just, you know, obvious that I was trying to be a little bit more creative with the clips that I was hitting and whatnot.
For sure.
I actually hit a lot of my best clips for that RC. It's kind of weird.
That's exactly the same for me. I think every single player who went for the FaZe RC had that one crazy ass clip which they hit. You know, for example, Saw Lee, he hit that rolling quad headshot feed with the ballista and no, not the ballista, the ballistic knife and the XPR, which was just incredible. That was crazy. And then
I hit a quad. I hit that 6-man with 5 on screen. I hit that triple to single. That was a swap. I hit a bunch of really good stuff.
You hit crazy shit. Like Pause hit that triple headshot collab.
Oh my god,
I hit the switch quad headshot feed. You know, everyone really, like, some people who you've never even seen, like, for example, you know, Curtis MV, him, he literally came out of the woodwork from nowhere, and look where he is now, you know. Some people really, like, excelled from that.
Yeah, he was an icon.
It's crazy.
Then,
yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, the next question is, who inspired you to play?
The very first montage I ever saw was actually Heaven and Hell 1 by FaZe Agony. Well, FaZe Agony at the time, but by the time I saw it, he was in Obey, and I didn't even know why he got kicked out of Obey, or I didn't even know why he got kicked out of FaZe or anything, but that montage definitely made me want to get into sniping on YouTube, because it was just like, what the hell? And it wasn't even like the standards were very good for it at the time that I watched it, but it was still just like, it was so cool to watch. You know, I wanted to create something like that I would be proud of. And
yeah, that's what you've done, man. No, that's awesome. That's really good. Well, it's true. You know, but I think definitely the first montage that you ever watch really does stick out, and like, it makes you like go for like, shit, man, I want to do this. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to hit clips like that. One day, I am going to be able to make a video of that quality.
Awesome.
And you know, a lot of people now, so many more people, have come into the community and have freaking made their, you know, mark on it. It's just crazy. You know, like Pomage, for example, he hasn't been doing this all that long, but my god, he's made his mark on the community. Look at his personal channel and stuff like that.
It's ridiculous.
You know, it's just crazy. Especially like from being in the kind of like the community for so long, I just see like these random people just spring up out of nowhere and their freaking channels just blow up. It's crazy.
Pomage being the prime example.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, next question is, can you remember the first montage you watched, which you just answered that? It was Heaven and Hell, wasn't it?
Version 1,
yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay, simple. Next question is, your favourite player?
My favorite player is FaZe Crafted. I try my best to base my gameplay off of his shot, or rather, base my shot off of his shot, but he is just so goddamn clean. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, he is so accurate. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, and he maintains a good KD and plays objectively. He's just all around the most respectable player, in my opinion. And I strive to be like him each time I play.
Yeah.
But I have some practice ahead of me.
He is, you know, one of those players that does somehow he manages to maintain, be really, really consistent, like all the way through. Like all the way through the CODs, he's been like super consistent, especially Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. We haven't seen that much stuff from him from Black Ops 2, but you know, his gameplays that he posts on his channel, he is super consistent with his shot, with his, you know, it's just crazy. Like, I admire those people who also play objectively as well as, you know, still getting clips at the same time, because it's so difficult to do that. It just makes it that much better. Alright, similar question. What is your who is your favorite editor, not what is your favorite editor? Who's your favorite editor at the moment?
I would go with probably Arsolve, even though he isn't too incredibly active and he just does PC edits. Arsolve is in Myth at the moment, but he doesn't really do episodes because he's strictly PC. But Ansel's really creative. Arsolve is really technical with his stuff, and obviously really an innovator with some of the effects he does. But Raspy, who did my first montage Dharma, he would be my favorite editor just because he's, you know, what I would consider my best friend in the YouTube and Call of Duty community, and basically like my personal editor, you could say.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
But
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people at the moment who have just brought out some crazy stuff. You know, did you like Nordic, for example? He brings out some crazy shit.
I remember talking to Nordic when he was in Myth, and I had no idea who the guy was. Out of nowhere, he's like Obey, Malin Soar, and incredible. Progress so quickly.
He'll be phased soon. He'll definitely be phased. I keep telling him, it's like, dude, you're gonna be phased soon. And he's like, no. It's like, you're getting fucking phased. But yeah, you know, so many people are creative and stuff like that. Like Arzol, for example, he's so creative and stuff like that. It's just crazy. You know, a lot of his stuff reminds me of like the Katha kind of era and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's really similar.
Actually, Katha would be his Arsolve's main inspiration for most of his edits.
For sure. Yeah. Alright, and the last question is, what are your expectations for Ghosts?
My expectations for Ghosts? I think it's going to be a good thing because the sniping looks pretty damn hard. And I really like that they changed the feed because maybe it'll be a little bit more about gun skill, which is obviously a great direction for the community to go.
Yeah, definitely.
At the same time, you know, it does look harder. That means the community will be a little bit less watered down, which is always a great thing.
Well,
by the end of the Call of Duty,
they separate the men from the boys, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what Black Ops 2 is at the beginning. You know, people will just stay on Modern Warfare 3, but slowly they move to Black Ops 2. Now they're back on Modern Warfare 3 because of this patch stuff, but, you know, things happen.
One day if you're watching this, patch it back, please. But yeah.
Watch your back.
Yeah, but no, I completely agree with you with the idea of the kill feed maybe not being such a main element during clips and focusing on gun skill.
That would be wonderful.
It's really going to change it, and montages are going to change so much. It's kind of going to take a Battlefield kind of swing to the... It's going to take a Battlefield swing to things, definitely, I agree. Because Battlefield's got the kill feed up in the top right-hand corner, and people don't even pay attention to that. They focus purely on the shots and, you know, how people are getting on with the gun and, you know, the attachments that they use, the different sights. And I think, you know, especially with Battlefield, you have the bullet drop and stuff like that. People can really kind of appreciate the skill much more, like, compared to COD, I think. You know, anyone can pick up a sniper, go into private match, you know, play for a few days and then think, right, you know, I can try and maintain the same sort of skill as what it takes to be able to get clips, and, you know, before they know it, they're on YouTube putting out sick videos. You know, when it actually takes a little bit of thought process to doing it, maybe it'll be a bit, you know, constricted. Maybe the community will who knows, you know. You don't really know what the future of gaming's going to hold, man. It could be crazy, and, you know, obviously it's still in, you know, production at the moment, so who knows what they're going to do. But guys, this has been episode number 1 of Imagine Interviews. We have had Blight on, who's been a great guest. Thank you for joining us, Blight.
No problem.
And do you have anything else to add?
A little side note about, you know, a lot of people come to the leaders and the managers about recruitment and, you know, just players in general. But recruitment, I think, you know, you get a lot of messages saying, you know, how can I join? How can I be recruited? Can I try out? Obviously, there's no tryouts, but I would say for you, if you want to be recruited by, like, particularly me, the best way would be to make an unlisted video of basically every clip you've ever hit in Black Ops 2. So I can see how consistent you are. You know, I don't really necessarily want to see a best of. Put your best of at the beginning, and then, you know, even if it's just a quad seat or a triple headshot, because it just shows how active you are. Just an unlisted video of all of your raw clips, and just send it to me in a PM. And if you say what it is, you know, it's a video of your raw clips, I'm probably gonna watch it because, you know, I actually care. I'm not just gonna ignore you.
Exactly.
But yeah, that would be the best way to be recruited by me personally. That's just
well, that's also, you know, you can't just be like, oh, can I get recruited? You need to prove yourself almost, you know. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for good, consistent players who are active. You know, you have your almost like a personality based on your own personal YouTube channel. You know, we need to kind of get a feel for you as kind of like how you're going to be within the clan, if you're going to function with it, how you're going to get on, if you're going to be pumping out episodes, if you take more of the commentary route. You know, we need to get a feel for kind of what player you are. If you're consistent and you're hitting good clips and stuff like that, we'll definitely, you know, we'll bite your hand off at the chance. But I think that definitely needed to be addressed, you know.
Definitely.
But I think, you know, if you want to, you know, hit us up on the personal YouTube, hit me up on my YouTube or whatever, hit Blight up. You know, we're all gonna, you know, take a look into it if you're serious about joining and stuff like that. But yeah, this has been episode number 1 of Imagine Interviews. I hope you all enjoyed it. A slightly different twist to our usual episode post. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave some feedback. I will be sure to, you know, read through all the comments, respond to the ones I can, and I will see you on the next episode. And Blight, if you just want to sign off, that'd be great.
You guys have a great one.